Yeah, I've been working on what I was talking about in the previous video, posting a lot more on Twitter specifically is what I'm focusing on at the moment. I told you someone who I've gotten to know in the space and who is very successful selling their artwork digitally. Um, Told me that he posts around 100 times a day, and that I think that includes like his own artwork along with him like commenting on other posts and that kind of stuff. It's like 100 different type of posts slash replies each day, like on a minimum. And I I was nowhere near that, but I'm getting close. I'm trying not to. I try to make especially every interaction that I have with like replying to someone's um, messages, posts, that kind of stuff. I want to make sure that they're what's the word? Oh, I can't think of it. Uh, it's not. I just want to give good replies, not just the basic stuff like oh good or send like emoji thumbs up. I want to try and at least either add something to the conversation or you know, give like a meaningful thought to what I send out. And I think today, because I was trying to experiment today, and I was watching the impressions that the post got. Now it started off good when I started in the morning around it was like 6:30 a.m. my time. Started off good, went really well up through the like around the afternoon, and it started tapering off and going way down after that. And I was today I was real heavy on posting videos and images, even some of my older work that I haven't been posting on here for a while. Even though it's in the same style, it's just some older stuff that I didn't post a whole lot. And I don't want to get flagged by Twitter or anything. I'm just trying to try out stuff to measure what the impressions look like. Maybe I need to focus more around posting heavier around certain times, posting more stuff that will possibly get engagement. I don't want to. I don't want to. I definitely don't want to do that engagement farming stuff. That stuff is just like so annoying when I see it in the timeline. But something genuine and true to me, like not something phony that I can just say, "Hey, when the what's something that sounds phony?" You know what? I'm not. I can't even be the judge on what's phony, because some people who do certain posts, they might be genuine about that. But I know I've seen posts that have been run into the dirt about like, "Yo, post your art below. I'll buy some." And I was like, man, I thought we left that in the 2021 cycle. But there are people in the Web3 space that are, when they post that kind of stuff, they actually do buy from the people that post in their comments, like their artwork and stuff. They actually buy and are genuine. And there are collectors out there who want us to support a lot of different artists. And the way that they find new artists that they can support is through those type of posts. So uh, can't really hate on them, but I just the people that know that they're doing it just for engagement. That's just the weird part for me. I was like, why? Just post something else. Like that's weird. Don't get people hopes up. You know. Like it's always gonna be people like that. One person stops, there's gonna be another person doing it. So it's not something you can really get rid of. I wonder when, and I know it. I would assume it's gonna come at some point when in the digital art space they're gonna be like true curators or like what's the how am I trying to describe this? We need more like veterans, I think, in the space to be like mediaries between the artists and collectors, because it's in the Web3 space. It's like it's really a free for all, and you know, a lot of sales, I guess, are really around like the value of crypto at a certain time, like whether it's going up or down. And I think if there were real like veteran intermediaries, people who've been in the art world for a long time, that it might help, because the NFT space is like super young compared to the art world, so it's we're still uh, it's still trying to find its, I guess, balance, if that's the right word to use. Maybe not the right word to use, but that's just something I was thinking about today. And there are some people that are doing their best to curate, discover emerging artists, to support that kind of stuff. That's something I'm not complaining about. I think, and it's going to come, I would assume, and, that there are going to be more veterans that have experience in the fine art world that are going to start trickling over here just a little bit. And who knows, maybe I should be one of those people. And I'm not a veteran, so I guess I shouldn't. But I do, from a lot of the work that I've done, especially with high school and junior college athletes, transfer portal athletes, being the intermediary between the athlete and the college coach, having a lot of experience doing that. I think I could apply a lot of um, those same practices to the art world. And that's something I've been thinking about for like, I know, the last 48 hours, just about. So who knows? I might dabble in it because I know how to do it on the sports side of things. And I would assume that it, a lot of the building relationships and things are similar, and I have a lot of experience doing that with, you know, being a middleman. So, so who knows? You might see me representing artists in the future, or have artists come to me, and or if I come across artists and I can be like, hey man, I know somebody who would like your stuff, who would be interested in some artwork like yours, and set them up with a person, a collector who, a true collector, not a flipper, not somebody who's just gonna buy it and flip it for like a $100 profit or something like within a week, that kind of like real, true patrons of the art that want to hold these pieces of art for their kids and their kids' kids, and also, you know, another thing too, because there is corruption in the art world. If you've been in the space, you know, if you know, there is, especially with the values of art, how some auction houses set the bids and all that type of stuff for a lower like range of what they estimate it's going to sell for, so that when it blows past it, after they already know it's going to blow past it, it kind of helps boost their brand. And I don't want to go off on a tangent that way, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back to yeah, there needs to be more people in the space that can help connect artists with collectors. Not just promote them on spaces, which is good. We need we need the direct connections for people. Like I was saying, like with sports, I'm right here, and then athlete here, college coach here, athlete comes to me. I love to play college sports. Send me your film, your highlights, your information. I'm like, oh man, you're a good player. I go to the coach that I know, who I could just send a text message to because I've known him for 10 plus or 15 years, and say, hey, there's this athlete who came to me, wants to get some exposure. You should take a look at his film. I think he would be a great fit for your program. He sees film, loves film, connects with athlete, brings athlete on a visit to the college. Athlete gets scholarship, 4 years of paid tuition, and they don't have to worry about student loans for the rest of their life like a lot of Americans here. So that needs to happen in art. And I don't know if when I'm talking like this, if I'm talking myself into becoming that for the art world, even though I'm not. I love creating art. I love my art. I love. Oh wait, you can't see it in this video. I don't think. Like I love Rothko Rothko's work. Van Gogh or Van Gogh. I've heard his name pronounced like different ways, so I don't even know how to. Van Gogh. That's probably the proper way to say it. I don't know, but his work, I love his work. I have posters up here that you probably can't see, but I'm not like deep into the art world as far as history. There's a YouTube channel called Great Art Explained. I think that's the name of the channel. Great Art Explained. And that channel helped me a lot with learning about certain people. Oh, especially like Monet. That's another one, another artist that I love their work. And all of these artists that I'm talking about are dead and gone. So those are still some of my favorite artists. But I'm not somebody who's experienced knowing about like the old. What do they? Don't they call it like the old masters or, um, you know, what's the word? What's the word for it? I always do these videos late, so my mind is sleepy. There's a word for it. I just can't think of it right now. But man, I think I'm talking myself into doing that. But I can't do. Can you do both? Can you be somebody who helps build connections between artists and collectors and be an artist yourself? It doesn't seem like you could do that, right? Because, if I could do it for other people, then other people are like, wait, why can't you do it the same stuff that you're doing, you say you could do for me for yourself? I'm like, oh, you got a point. You got a point there. Just talking. I need to stop talking because I'm going to talk myself into doing it. And oh man, it's already running through my head, the strategy on how to start building these relationships. Because it's the same business I've been doing for over 15 years. So I think I could do really well. I can't do it for free though. And I know a lot of artists will be like, I don't want to, can't do it for free. If I'm able to make a direct connection, like immediate connection with a collector who's going to appreciate your work and not want to flip it in a week or something like that, I need a piece of that sale. So if that's something I'm gonna go into, so but I know okay. And I don't know who's watching this or if you're watching. I don't know if you're watching this far, but how I would start, I definitely start doing a lot of them for free to build up some, not the word's not reputation, but goodwill with the artists in the space. Is that the way to say it? I'm trying to have these deep thoughts while I'm fighting sleep is the wrong way to do it. But yeah, I do it free for a good bit of artists to start with. Like I wouldn't charge them anything. And after, word of mouth starts growing, and then I'll start eventually charging a percentage for making the transactions happen. Because I've heard the stories about different collectors and galleries, especially like I'm sure most people know, uh, maybe even if you know a whole lot about art. Gagosian, Larry Gagosian, he is one of the most like well-known gallerists on the planet. Has galleries all over the world, and he is a uh, he brokers a lot of these type of deals. Find somebody who wants to sell their artwork, and he makes the connections, and he takes a finder's fee type thing. So, man, I've been rambling about trying to convince myself to become I don't even know what they call it in the art world. I want to say curator, but that's not it. Dealer, art dealer. Mm, I think I'm talking myself into it. I don't know. I think I'm doing it because I know what I would do. Know who to reach out to start building those relationships. I know how I would do it. I need to work on some art. I need to work on some art immediately. Uh, I have a really good concept for some art that I want to do, at least right now. I don't know what it will turn into after I start um, pulling the piece together and creating it. There's like a idea of head in the clouds, or because I wrote it down. I have these all over. Like I have notebooks like these, or spiral notebooks, little small ones like these. I have this stuff all over the place. So just when the idea pops in my head, there's always something within reach that I can grab. Because I was imagining the art piece, and it was just like the character standing in the middle of not in the middle of the image. The character is standing there. The aspect ratio is like my usual 15, 12 pixels by 10, 12 or 1052. Oh man, I'm sleepy. But horrors like landscape, if that's what you want to call it. Central character down the middle, standing, head like literally in the clouds. Like their head is a cloud, but then it's like faded or something a little bit, so you don't see all of the detail in the cloud, but then it stretches and fades across the character's face, covering it in its entirety, except for like shoulders down. And when I was imagining that, these words came to mind, and I wrote it down immediately. Should I read it to you? I don't know. It's like, I'll do it. And did I give this piece a title yet? I got something here. So many questions, so few answers. I guess that's the current name for it, but that might change because that just seems real long for a title. Did I? Okay, this is the current title. What did I say it was? I forgot that quick. Oh my goodness. So many questions, so few answers. This is it's not even a poem. Is it a poem? All poems don't rhyme. This one doesn't. Let me just read this. I'm weird, like a crazy person, talking to myself instead of talking to you. I'm talking to you. Whatever. All right. Did I really give it my all? Can I look myself in the mirror and be happy with who I've become? Will my dreams become a reality? Is there a day of overwhelming happiness and joy on the horizon? Do I have the ability to make those I love most happy for all eternity? I have so many questions. Oh, wait. Oh, I rewrote that previous part because that doesn't make sense. Do I have. Hold up. Let me see. Did I rewrite that? Oh, yeah, I did rewrite that. Wait, no, I didn't. Do I have the ability to make those I love happy for all eternity? Oh, okay. Yeah, I did make adjustment to it already. I should have read what I had on the computer. I forgot I was doing that last night. It was like 3 a.m. when I got off the computer last night. But yeah, that's the kind of my process is changing when it comes to how I make art. Before, I used to imagine the art after playing some music, imagine, and then I would try to get as close as as close to the thought that I imagined when I created it. But now, since I have these different tools that I'm experimenting with, like different filters, different effects, more like video stuff, I'm starting to like start one way and then when I start playing around with different tools, then end up way over somewhere else. But then that somewhere else that I end up at is a place that I love and I enjoy. So it's more free flowing than it used to be. I used to be so like this is what I'm imagining right now. That's what I'm gonna make. But now I'm starting with what I imagine, and then the piece just evolves until it gets to a point where I feel happy with what I see, and then I'm like, all right, done. As soon as I feel happy with what I'm seeing, I stop. I don't try to do anything else. I'm like, I'm done. I feel happy right here. It's complete for me. So, yeah. I got some notifications I need to check on Twitter here. And I have this artwork to work on. This character may not be what I imagine right now when the piece is complete, but just nice to share with you what I'm thinking about right now for it and what it could be, and maybe some of the elements that might be in there may not be in there the whole time, might change up. Who knows? But yeah. Thank you so much for being here with me again. I really appreciate you. If you're able to make it this far, you are a true champion. I salute you and I appreciate you listening to me try to put you to sleep for 24 minutes. So, yeah. But yeah, till next time. Peace.